and yourself.
I tend to agree. I think some people like forget again, because firstly, thank you for sharing that, and we're going to keep going with it. But back in the old days, we didn't go to the gym on an empty stomach. It wasn't that we went full. It wasn't about going like fucking eating a pasta before we went in. But an hour before, we'd say like, man, we better carb up or we better eat something. And sometimes even myself now, when I take a pre-workout, let's just say, I actually do it with the protein because I'm destroying muscle that moment. I might as well have protein in my body to start repairing while the destroying's happening. I don't think anyone understands that. It's not like you're destroyed it and you go home and you're like, oh, now I'll take the protein because the body knows it. You can have the protein straight after, but you can have it with a pre-workout, and you actually, I think, you're having the benefit of training. You've got the proteins going on. You've got some carbohydrates in there as well. I think you need it as a car needs it in a racetrack. It needs petrol, needs petrol during the race. It needs obviously to be re-topped up later to get home.
Yep, 100%. Like I think to your point, it's a little too late, especially if you're going to the gym empty tank.
Yeah,
start putting in the work in. Like that's my, my teenager years working out, where it's like I just think if I tear down the muscle, it's gonna put itself back together. You need a fuel in there. You need a source. So like think about the point of all of this is you're really just wanting to deliver nutrients to the locations that you're trying to grow intentionally, right? You're pushing the blood to the bicep by getting a pump by doing the curls. So you better have some protein in there. So when the blood starts pooling into the bicep, you're actually delivering those nutrients in there. And then if you can incorporate your insulin's response with it as well, including like a dextrose shake, or all the kids walking around with Sour Patch Kids. It should be gummy bears. It should be gummy bears, but they're doing Sour Patch Kids nowadays. Being able to manipulate that in order to push the actual nutrients into the targeted muscle group, that's where you can actually get growth and get results.
Yeah, I excuse me. I do see you. Like I said, you seem to have the old school mentality. You're quite young though, and you probably got a bit of the old school body on you as well. But like I said, I just never knew bodybuilding that the word starvation was in it, or fasting. It was never a word shared around. No one said, don't eat, don't eat, don't eat, don't eat. It was like, even before bed, you'd want to rest with some food in your stomach to build muscle while you're lying there. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure there's professionals and PhDs and scientists and say whatever, but I think bodybuilding. Was it you? Was it your post that said, or no, it was our previous guy, Peter Hartwig. An Olympic rowing team will get all the data you want to make sure you are one of the best Olympic rowers. But when you come to bodybuilding, we don't have the data. Like we seem to not want to use all that data. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, absolutely.